my song. I'm around by Carl Thomas, y'all. I put you on. All right now. Sorry, y'all. We had to groove for a minute, okay? We had to groove. For some reason, I'm not getting good quality. I'm not getting good quality on the video today on my phone. And no, this is not a bootleg phone, baby. Just because it's Android, don't make it whack, okay? Don't do that. Don't do that. So, anywho, hey, muffins. Hopefully everyone's week going good, because mine has been hella busy at work. Yes, it's another hobo day again, okay? But I'm going to do probably 3 to 4 videos this week. So, you know, I'm getting it together. I'm getting it together. Anywho, happy Tuesday. You already know what it is. Testimony Tuesday. However, we're also going to talk about Chicago as well. But first, let's do good news first, okay? Because we get enough bad news every single day, all day. Well, at least in Chicago, okay? Maybe, I'm sure it's probably different in different states. Because Chicago is just trash now. And I'm sorry. People, you can say what you want about it. It's trash. Anywho, Testimony Tuesday. God blessed me with a home. A home, you guys. I didn't have the best credit, and I was looking and just looking and looking because I didn't want to live in an apartment anymore, and I kept getting turned down and turned down, and I just didn't give up. I kept looking and planning, and I kept praying. When I talk about praying, I mean laid up for hours talking to God, singing to God, really dedicated my life to Him because I needed Him to open that door. He promised if I lived right, He would open that door. And guess what? When men said no, God said what? Yes. He said, yes, darling. Yes, He did. Ooh la la. He said yes. And He opened up a door that I didn't think could be opened. And me and my kids are in a beautiful home today. So my testimony is don't give up. No matter how many no's you get, if it's something you really want, go after it. Seek God for it. Pray about it continually. Even when you get denied, still don't give up because that's going to be the test. Okay, God probably like, I'm going to bless her with it, but let me give her this test first. Let me see if she's still going to trust me out of the 1,000 no's. Now tell me we don't serve a mighty God. It took me a while before I actually completely gave my life to God. Like, I was living a lukewarm life. I was still doing a lot of bad things and still going to church. I wouldn't consider myself a hypocrite because I knew I loved God, but a part of me liked doing the things of the world, doing the things that God does not like. And it took me a while, and one day I finally just gave it up. And when I say free, I am free. I still make a lot of mistakes. Oh, gosh, I'm not perfect. One thing I'm trying to work on is my attitude now. But other than that, a lot of the bad stuff I was doing, I have stopped. So that shows you guys AIDS. And if you just ask Him, I promise you, He will answer. It might not come right away, but He's an on-time God. So that's my testimony. I would love to hear you guys' testimony tonight. If you can leave it in the comments below. Just tell of something that God has done for you and your family. Even if it's Him just waking you up the day, or if He delivered you from something, anything. Let's encourage each other. Let's inspire each other. Because don't forget, our God is an amazing God. He continually wakes us up every single day. Another day of mercy, another day of grace, another day to get it right. Okay. So anywho, now that Testimony Tuesday is done on my end, I also want to talk about the city of Chicago. That's currently where I live. I just recently moved about a month ago. But it was where I stayed, the south side of Chicago. And out of my 30-something years of living, I've never seen it like this. So much death, so much corruption, evilness. To be honest, it feels like it's a curse on the city. That's just my personal opinion, okay? Take it how you will. That's how I feel. Because when I was younger, we was able to go outside. We was able to play outside. We was able to play on our porches. We was able to play with our dolls. Now, your kids can barely go outside. They can barely sit in their own home. It's just a deathly city. It's never, out of 30-something years, been to this extreme. And that's how I know Jesus is coming back. He got to be coming back. Because the world is getting more wicked and wicked. You get people that are just mean and evil. They don't care. Killing somebody is just like running water to them. Now that's how you know that's sick. I'm talking about every day on this page that I follow. A few pages that I follow on my Facebook. Just death. This person done died. This girl, now there's a lot of women dying now. Most of the times it can be because of people, men that they're involved with. Sometimes it could just be the gangbangers trying to shoot at somebody else and they're in the way. I know from experience from years ago. But I'm not going to get into that. We'll save that testimony for next Tuesday. So we definitely have to watch the people we're hanging around as well. We got to watch the people we're hanging around, associating with, because it don't matter. If they see the face of that person, they're going to shoot, whether you're there or not. And they don't care what innocent person is going to be affected by it. Whether it's a kid or a woman, they don't care. As long as they get the target, and 90% of the time they miss and hit somebody that has nothing to do with it. The streets of Chicago are so wicked now. You can't even sit in your cars anymore because you got to worry about if somebody's going to come and shoot you. And if that's not sick, I don't know what is. List in the comments below the states that you guys live in. Shout out to my new subscribers as well. Thank you guys for joining my page and for your support. And best believe I will be supporting you right back. And just comment below the cities that you stay in. Is it bad in the cities that you in? Is it less crime? Is it just as bad? Let's have a little chat here. Those who stay in Chicago, let me know that as well. Like, let's chat here about this. What do you think? If you live in Chicago personally, have you made plans on moving? Because I know I stay in Park Forest. And when I say it was the best decision I ever made, it was the best decision me and my family ever made. It's so peaceful. I took my kids to the park down the street the other day. They could play outside and not have to worry about nobody shooting at them. So peaceful. Now, I'm not saying every city does not have crime. I would never say that. Every city has crime. A lot of cities now are bad. Some are just worse than others. And me personally, like I said, since I've lived, in Chicago my whole life, I know for a fact that I've never seen it this deadly. And people are so excited, probably like, oh my gosh, it's finna get warm, it's the summer, we finna get crunk. No, now you gotta worry about living and making it to see another day living here. Living in Chicago is hell. And even if it's an hour away, me and my kids moved. Now I do have to travel further to work. Takes me at least an hour and a half to get to work and get home. But I don't mind the travel just to know that me and my family is a little safer. Like, they'll just kill you for looking at them. They kill you for anything. Small arguments, it doesn't matter. They're killing people like water from a faucet. And there's some pictures that I'm going to post that I got off this page that I follow. And just, you know, out of respect for the people that have lost their lives in Chicago, whether it's to domestic violence, whether it's to gangs, whether it's just to be an innocent bystander. Sometimes it's just people sitting in their car and their people is just walking up to them or driving up to the car and shooting them dead. It's just sad. And if we think it's deadly already, imagine the summer. And people are dropping like flies. That's why we have to stay prayed up. Every day we got to ask God to cover our family and our kids and our husbands every single day. It's just not safe. And if you do live on the south side of Chicago or in the urban areas, really, really rough areas, it's time to go. Take it how you want. But I did a month ago. And it was the best decision I ever made. I love it out here where I stay. So much peaceful. I can't describe to you. I almost want to cry. Because God really blessed me. I just didn't want to stay on the south side anymore. I couldn't even take my kids to the park. Get the thugs and the gangbangers out there. You know, they taking over the city. The cops, nowadays, they don't care as much. You still got good cops. But you got a lot of bad ones. And they're probably like, hey, just go ahead and kill each other since you guys hate each other so much. I'm just saying. Do I think it's going to get better? Absolutely not. Because we're in the end times. That's why you're seeing all this crazy stuff. Parents killing their kids left and right. No natural love. Kids being disobedient. This is why we're seeing all this stuff. Because it is the end times. So, like I said, I personally believe it's a curse on the city of Chicago. It's just so much death all day. When you hear about that all day, how can you not pay attention to what's going on? How can you not just say, oh, it's just a part of life. It's just a part of life. No, it's not just a part of life. Nobody wants to live like that. I'm trying to get my sister from over there, from the south side. It's just not safe. Period. Everywhere is bad. Yes, it is. But you got a lot of places that's at least livable, at least a little bit more peaceful. At least it's places here where you can go and your kids can go outside and not getting shot up. So, yeah, if you stay on the south side of Chicago, I would suggest that it's time to move. It's time to move, especially if you have kids. To be honest, if I didn't have kids, I would be in a whole nother state. But I have kids and most of my family's here. So I just moved from the south side to Park Forest. And I love it out here. The best decision I could have ever made. So, once again, to this video, I am going to attach some photos of some people that have passed due to the violence in the city of Chicago. And like I said, let's discuss about this. I would love to hear your feedback in the comments below. It is getting a little late, so I am about to turn it in. However, I wish you guys a peaceful night. Much blessings to you. Bye.